The chair recognizes Scott Golden, the state chairman from Tennessee, for the purpose of nominating Mr. Gruters for RNC chairman.
Thank you, Chairman Whatley. Thank you for your service. Thank you for the yard signs that you put in my car and the directions to Western North Carolina on the way home. Whatley for Senate, WhatleyForSenate.com. He failed to mention that. It is an exciting period in the RNC. I'm so happy for him. And when I got the news that Joe Gruters was going to be the next chairman, I have been beaming. We are blessed to have a leader that is willing to do this, and it is my honor to get to make a quick speech. Mandy, I'm watching. But there's a lot there, and the excitement is over the moon. But I want to tell you a little bit about the Joe Gruters that we're getting, because that's the questions that I get asked is, tell me about Joe. What's he done? And when you start looking at his resume, you will see 20 years worth of political involvement at every single level that we ourselves have been at. A volunteer, a staffer, a local party chairman, the vice chairman of the Florida Republican Party, the chairman of the Florida Republican Party, a state representative, a state senator, ultimately our treasurer, RNC committee man. He has been in every one of the positions that you and I currently serve. He is immensely qualified for the task that he has undertaken. And more importantly, he is a dear friend, and I could not be more happy for him. Actually, truth be told, I'm really happy that his golf game is going to suffer with this appointment, by the way. So what's in it for me is the way it goes. So let me just finish up by saying this, and I know we're going to be quick, that he is President Trump's choice for this position. He has been our choice already, and he is the best choice to lead this party to victory in 2026. I am honored to nominate Joe Gruters of Florida as the next RNC chairman.
The chair will now recognize David Bossie, the National Committee man from Maryland, and Kathleen King, the National Committee woman from Florida, for the purposes of seconding the nomination.
Thank you, Michael. Good luck in your next endeavor.
Thank you.
We all know you're going to crush it. It is my honor today to rise to second the nomination of a man who has been with President Trump and with the Make America Great Again movement from the very beginning, my good friend, Joe Gruters. Joe and I have both been in the trenches alongside President Trump since 2015, fighting to expose the Washington establishment, battling the radical left, and helping build the greatest political movement this country has ever seen. From the first rallies to the final get out the vote efforts, Joe has always shown up, not for personal gain, but for the cause of America first. During the 2016 campaign, when many doubted us, Joe stepped forward as one of President Trump's earliest supporters, serving as Florida's co-chair, alongside my good friend, the great Susie Wiles, and helping deliver a decisive victory in the Sunshine State. In 2020, he did it again, building the infrastructure, turning out the vote, and helping Florida become a fortress for President Trump. And in 2024, under Joe's incredible leadership, Florida delivered margins so strong they shocked the political class and the mainstream media. As chairman of the Republican Party of Florida, Joe proved what bold, disciplined leadership can accomplish. He expanded our grassroots army, flipped voter registration, and delivered an unbroken string of victories up and down the ballot. That is no accident. That is Joe Gruters' steady hand and strategic vision. My fellow members, the stakes could not be higher. We need a chairman who is battle-tested, trusted by the president, and proven in the field. That man is Joe Gruters. It is my privilege to second the nomination of Joe Gruters for chairman of the Republican National Committee. Thank you.
Good morning. I proudly rise to third the nomination of my friend and colleague, Joe Gruters, for RNC chair. I've had the privilege of serving alongside Joe for the last couple of decades at the local, state, and national level. Joe and I served side by side, holding a congressional district at a time, as you heard, when Florida wasn't red like it is today. We've moved up in the state party leadership and the national leadership structure together. It was under Joe's leadership as chairman of the Republican Party of Florida that we doubled the margin of victory to deliver Florida for President Trump in 2020. We flipped the voter registration advantage to Republican for the first time in modern history in Florida in 2020-21. This positioned us to re-elect Governor Ron DeSantis with historic margins in 2022, and we took back a Florida cabinet seat. We elected a supermajority of the Florida House and Senate. We flipped 4 congressional seats, which led Republicans to regain control of the U.S. House in 2020-23. And it was over these years that I got to know Joe. Joe is a reliable, relentless, fearless, unafraid, political junkie, ton of fun guy who will always show up when he says he will, and he doesn't play it safe, kind of like someone else we know. Joe's philosophy is to never be outworked. His political life actually began when he was about the age of 13, when his mom would drive him to swim practice with the voice of Rush Limbaugh booming over the radio. Later in 9th grade, he scored bonus points for world history class for going to a Vice President Dan Quayle event, and that's when he really got hooked. Joe's a family man. He's a man of faith. He knows what's important. He grew up one of 6 children and has a twin sister. And actually, the sister brigade, where are the Gruter girls? They're here, Kelly, Jackie, and Sally. They showed up last night to support Joe. His brothers Tim and Steve are with him in spirit. His wife Sydney's also here with us today. Where are you, Sydney? They have 3 children together. Joe and Sydney actually met working on a congressional campaign. At one point, Joe asked for a pay raise. They promptly said, "No, Joe, it's not in the budget." And he said, "Well, instead, could I have this desk next to Sydney?" Joe got the desk, obviously. As you heard Chairman Whatley say so eloquently yesterday and today, Joe is President Trump's pick to lead the RNC. He's the right man at the right time to help every state replicate the success we've had in Florida. As Joe goes forward to lead our organization, he will need our support and prayers. So I'm going to start now, and I want to bestow an Irish blessing upon Joe. In homage to your dad, who flew B-52 bombers in Vietnam, may the strength of God pilot you. In honor of your mom, who's watching and loving you from heaven, may the angels surround you. May the wisdom of God instruct you. May the hand of God protect you. May the word of God direct you. And may God give you the strength to face every day and know you never walk alone. Go get him, Joe.
Great job. The nomination of Joe Gruters for chairman of the Republican National Committee has been moved and seconded. Since there are no other candidates who qualify under Rule 5C, nominations are now closed.